Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be unboxing my BOXYCHARM. I love a BOXYCHARM. I love getting BOXYCHARM every month. It's such a great subscription to get. I mean, granted, I've only had BOXYCHARM and Ipsy, and I loved Ipsy too. I was getting kind of sick of the sample sizes and the bags though. Is that just me? I don't know. But BOXYCHARM is my absolute fave. I have done a few months of BOXYCHARM Luxe. I did the first month they did, which was last September, and then last December as well. And after that, I kind of decided I don't really need Boxy Luxe anymore. It was a little too much. It's a lot of money, and it was just like a lot of makeup and like stuff that I didn't need. I mean, BOXYCHARM alone, I don't really need this. Which, if you aren't familiar with BOXYCHARM, it is $21 a month, and it comes to you every month to get 4 to 5 full-size products. Actually, before we jump in, I used to always do a BOXYCHARM recap from the month before after like unboxing this month. So like this is September, I would have done an August recap at the end of this video, but I've decided to do it a little bit differently. I haven't done a recap for July or August, and so I think I'm gonna start doing it like quarterly, just because sometimes a month isn't long enough to like test something, or I'll only use it once or twice and I'm kind of like, I don't really know at this point, especially if it's like skincare or something. It's just hard to tell. So I'm gonna start doing those like quarterly, so I'll probably do one next month for like July, August, September. Or maybe I'll just do July and August soon, and then I can do September, October, November. No. I'll figure it out somehow, you know? And I'll be doing that soon. But this month, September, the theme is BOXYCHARM All Access. I think that's like extra, like Access Hollywood. I don't know. Am I the only one that remembers that? Is that still on TV? Like Extra, and is that another one? Extra Hollywood All Access or something? Like gossip channels. Before like gossip channels on YouTube were a thing, that was like the gossip channel of like real life. Anyways, let's jump in. It's been a weird day. I just feel like I'm getting lots of things out in this intro. I'm also gonna be trying on some of this stuff. I'm actually going out for a girls' night after this, and I like just barely did an eyeshadow look this morning, and I know there's a palette in here and a few eye products, so I'm probably gonna touch up my makeup a little bit, but now let's jump in. The first product is from Dr. Brandt, and this is the Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. And I love getting skincare in BOXYCHARM. It's such a great way to try new skincare without having to like take the plunge. And like all the skincare I've gotten in BOXYCHARM has been like high-end, really expensive. This retails for $52. I personally choose to purchase cruelty-free makeup and skincare, and this is not cruelty-free. Dr. Brandt tests on animals. But kind of my stance on it is like, if someone gifts it to me, I'll use it, or sometimes if it's in a subscription box, I'll use it, but I'm not sure about this. I might just hand this off to someone else, even though I love skincare. But this says it deeply hydrates and moisturizes to reduce redness and signs of irritation. And this is like a sleeping mask, so you put it on at night, and then I think it's just kind of like a rich, ultra moisturizing night cream. So even though that sounds really great, I'm probably gonna pass it on. But super great value to get in the box. Next, this is something I'm super interested. This is from Billion Dollar Brows, and it's the Microblade Effect Brow Pen. And I have it in the shade Dark, which I probably wouldn't do a dark shade, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It's really interesting. It's like a felt tip, but it has little like slits in it, so it's supposed to make like little brow strokes. And so it's supposed to look like hair, which is super interesting. And it is kind of light. Like, that doesn't look super dark. So I am kind of interested to see how this would look in my brows. I used like a brow gel today, but nothing to like fill in my brows. So I'm gonna attempt to give this a shot here. I feel like I'm not seeing much, but it could also be because I already have like a gel in my brows and it's just having a hard time competing with that. But I love a good like fluffy brow, which I feel like you could get with this product. Again, it might just be that I already have product in my brows, but it's not going on really at all. This side has it on, this side doesn't. Maybe it's a little bit more defined. Not much. Yeah, there's like a bunch of buildup on the tip of this now, and I'm gonna give this the benefit of the doubt and just say it's because I have product in my brows already, and the gel I have is like a pretty intense product. Although I just got some going there. It is pretty dark actually. Oh, hi Trolley. I feel like Trolley hasn't been in one of my videos for a while. Wanna say hi, Trolley? Trolley, hi. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like I'm just getting a weird look. This will have to be something that I try later and get back to you on the recap video. But this pen retails for $18, which I feel like is kind of average for like a brow product. The next one is from Hank and Henry, and this is the Slick With It Blickety Black Long Wear Liquid Eyeliner. I've only ever tried one other product from Hank and Henry, and it was a liquid lipstick that I got in BOXYCHARM. I want to say either last fall or like early this year, and I do really like it. It's a nice product, so I'm excited to try this. I believe this is a felt tip. I mean, no, this is a brush tip liner, which is nice. I do like a nice brush tip liquid liner. Seems a little liquidy though. I don't know. I do have a palette, so I'm going to put this away for right now and try the palette. But this retails for $20. It says this is a vegan vegan liquid formula that dries down to a satin matte finish. The formula is extremely long wearing and transfer resistant, which is perfect for those hooded eyelids, which I do have hooded eyelids, so I will be trying this here in just a few minutes. Next, we got some brushes. These are from Moda Pro. This is the 5-piece deluxe eye kit. I got some Moda brushes earlier this year, 2 face brushes. One was like a big powder brush and the other one is like a highlight brush. And those are honestly probably my favorite brushes that I've gotten from BOXYCHARM. They are like phenomenal. So I'm excited to try these. Ooh, fancy. They're black, but the brush handles are like textured and matte. They feel so nice and fancy. We have a smudger brush, which is really nice. I always like a good smudger. I've got a shader. This says it's a shade brush. It's pretty fluffy, but it is fatter on this side than it is this side, so it's kind of like flat and fat, but pretty fluffy. I never know how to use those kinds of brushes. I don't know. And then I've got like an angled liner brush. I don't use these super often. If I do, it's usually for like a brow product. I don't typically use it for like a liner. I just don't use like gel liners or stuff like that. Occasionally I will wet a brush like this and like dip it in some eyeshadow to do like a soft liner look. So maybe I'll try that. And then this is a little detail brush. It's kind of like a little pencil brush, but kind of longer. It's really interesting. I don't have a brush like this. Then we've got a crease brush. This is kind of like your average crease brush, round. It is kind of pointed though, which is interesting. I feel like most of mine are a little bit more like spread out, and this one's kind of like tapered towards the tip, but I'm super excited about these. I feel like I don't have brushes that are super similar to most of these brushes, and these feel really nice. These little set retails for $27.95. I know I've seen Moda brushes at like Walmart before, but I don't know if I've seen them anywhere else. I've never bought them, I've just gotten them in BOXYCHARM, but I'm very excited to try these. And then lastly, the eyeshadow palette I was talking about. This is something that I did see a spoiler for. We were either getting like this palette, a different eyeshadow palette, or a face palette. And this is the one I wanted, and I'm so excited. This is the Violet Voss Essentials palette. And I only have one other Violet Voss palette, which I got in BOXYCHARM. I think it was my Boxy Luxe from last December. It's the Holy Grail palette. And it's a palette that I forget about all the time. Like, it's a great quality palette. I just never reach for it for some reason. There's like 25 shades in there, maybe 20, 25, something around there. A lot of shades. And no matter what shadow I'm reaching for, I feel like I get a very similar look with it. And so I feel like I just don't reach for it very often. But this one is interesting. So it's got 10 shades and they're kind of cool. I'm excited to try this. So we're either getting this palette, the Tarte Clay Play palette, which that was another one that I was like, I could use that, but it's a very neutral palette. And then, or you could get the Too Faced Natural Face palette, and that was the one that I was like hoping I didn't get. So I was hoping for one of the eyeshadow palettes, but this is the one I was like leaning towards. And so I'm really excited to try this. I mean, this little like pink quad over here is super cute, right up my alley. Even that like really all of these shades are shades that would be like easier for me to use. Even this terracotta shade, this is very, very gold. It's called gold. And then the emerald shade is also pretty, but like, I don't know what to do with that. So I'm gonna try to do a little look with this. I actually threw it back today and used this Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I've had this for years and used it this morning. Super simple look. I just took this like shimmer shade and then one of the shades in the crease, and so I'm gonna try and play up on that a little bit of like a pinky look today. So I think I'm actually gonna take the Dusty Rose shade, which is this like dusty rose color, and put that in the crease. Let's find those brushes. Gonna take the crease brush and just work it into the crease a little bit. I'm also going to take the Dusty Rose shade on that smudger brush and run that underneath my lower lash line. I might just, since I've got a lot of shimmer on my lid still, I think I'm just going to take this cream shade, which is like a creamy shimmery shade, and put that on my lid. But focus it towards like the inner half. That's actually really pretty shade. It looks super bright on camera. I feel like it's not that bright in real life. Could use some more blending than just my finger though. I honestly was not expecting much from that cream shade. It just looked like a shimmery shade, but it is real pretty. I'm gonna take that little detail brush and go back in with the cream shade and kind of blend it into my inner corner. So far, so good. I think I'm gonna leave it there before it gets too out of hand. But I'm gonna swatch a few because I'm interested. So I've got Plum Berry, which is a really pretty plum color. That's actually more wearable than I thought. It's kind of like a grungy purple color. This is the Emerald shade. Little out of my comfort zone. The gold shade, and then this one is called Terracotta, which is kind of like a pretty bright matte orange. I honestly wasn't really expecting a lot with this palette. I saw like pictures of it, but I didn't see swatches of it, and while this was like the palette I wanted, I wasn't like expecting super great things. I don't know. Anyways, great so far. And that palette retails for $29. For 10 shades, I feel like that's not half bad. So I'm gonna go back with this liner. I'm not gonna do like a winged liner, I don't think. I'm just gonna kind of line my upper lash line. Let's see. I just want like a thin line. Let's see what I can get. Well, that was really easy actually. I feel like sometimes I have a harder time just doing like a single little pass of a liquid liner on my upper lash line than just doing like a winged liner. I don't know, but that turned out pretty good. You can't really see it, it's pretty subtle, but it looks nice. So that was my box for this month. I'm pretty excited. I feel like the last few months I've gotten pretty good boxes that I haven't been like super excited about, but everything has ended up being really good. And this month, I feel like it's okay. Like, I'm not super excited about that brow product. I'm interested, but I'm not super excited. The liner, again, it's like cool, but I just don't really wear liner anymore. I am excited about the eyeshadow palette, and the brushes are nice, but then that Dr. Brandt thing, I think I'm just gonna pass this off. And so with that being gone, I kind of miss like a big chunk of this box, but either way, it's still only $20 and you get so much product for $20, which is just out of control. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you get BOXYCHARM, I'd love to hear what you got down below. Did you get one of the other palettes? I have seen some other people unbox a Laura Geller like gelato swirl highlighter, and I'm so jealous. I love those so much. They're so pretty. So let me know what you got down below. I'd love to hear about it. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around. And until next time, bye guys.